If you have an email marketing list, doesn't matter if it's e-commerce, info product, whatever. What I'm about to tell you in this video is going to make you a disgusting amount of money. Like, disgusting. It's literally a hack, but it's stupid to call it a hack because it's so simple and so basic. But it's so powerful that when I, a professional email marketer on performance, or anybody else who does what I do or works in email, whenever we see this in your Klaviyo or your MailChimp or your ConvertKit, when we see this, literally we have like the casino eyes and our mouth starts watering because we know we're going to be able, with no effort at all, take you from wherever you are right now, making, let's say, I don't know, 15%, 10% of your revenue from your retention marketing, all the way up to 40%. Literally, we're going to double you or triple you because it's just that powerful. The hack, the disgusting hack, is to just send more emails. If you are like most brands, you 100% do not send enough emails. You probably are not sending 4, 5, 6, or even 7 emails every single week to your list. If you're like most brands, you send emails for sales, restocks, product announcements, seasonal sales, and once in a while, a cool, creative little idea to send a campaign. And what you're probably going to do is you're going to send 1 email a week, maybe a couple emails a month, maybe even 3 a week. And what you're doing with this, when you only send emails when you have something to say, you're making it impossible to make money off your list because you're basically doing the same as if a farmer who has a chicken farm, instead of collecting eggs every single time the chicken lays eggs, they go to the chickens and half of the time they grab the eggs and just throw them in the trash. That's what you're doing to your money when you don't actually send regular emails. Now, what do I mean when I say more emails? To be even more clear, what I mean is brands that routinely have their email marketing program operating at a high level. And a high level means your store or your coaching program or your courses, whatever you're doing, you're making at least 30% of your total revenue from retention, which is to say your current audience that you are not actively paying to acquire because you own them on your list is making you at least 30% of all the money you make. Doesn't matter whether you're running ads or not. Doesn't matter how much you're spending. And the ones that really have it locked down make 50% or more. And there's entire businesses that only depend on email revenue that they don't have to pay to acquire. But those businesses only make that amount of money because they're sending more emails than companies who are not making that amount of money. Now, how common is this? It's extremely common. When I do Klaviyo audits, all the time I see it. Sometimes I go into Klaviyo and like I roll my eyes because sometimes we don't even send what are called broadcasts or regular emails ongoing throughout the year. Like an example, right? If I sell shoes, I don't have to wait for a sale. I could just simply talk about why your feet hurt today and then make an email about that. And then at the bottom of the email put, check out our shoes so your feet stop hurting. Literally speaking, people's feet never stop hurting, which means there's no reason I can't go and write an email today and send it. And if I actually were to do that, if I were to write a quality sales email every single day for that shoe brand is going to make double or triple the amount of revenue from email that they would have if I had not done that. It's just as simple as more at-bats, more opportunities to actually milk your list. And when you send more emails, not only do you sell more, you get more impressions, more attention, more traffic. You literally get more of everything because you are doing more. Now, why do I call it a hack? It's not just because it's guaranteed to make you money if you're not doing it. It's also because companies really don't do it. And companies have a lot of reasons why they don't do it. Here are the reasons. You probably have said these yourselves. Oh, I can't send more emails because I'm going to annoy my subscribers. Like, oh, okay. I can't send more emails because I don't have anything to say to them. All right. I'm not going to send more emails because I'm going to get more unsubscribes. Or we have a weekly newsletter, we have a monthly newsletter, and we keep our cadence. And in all of these cases, none of these are actual arguments against the idea that if you find a way to send more emails, you're going to make more money. They're just emotional reactions, which are kind of justifiable when you think about them on a basic level, but not actually. For example, I'm going to kill all of them, and then maybe you'll be inspired to send more emails. Number one, I'm going to annoy my subscribers. Well, hell yeah. I mean, when you send more emails, you're going to get more of everything. You are going to annoy more people sending double the emails than half as number of emails. Some users will even notice multiple of your emails in a row if you do a really good job with your subject line, and they might even remember you. And because they don't like your brand that much, they'll ask, hey, don't send me so many emails, I'm going to unsubscribe. And when you send more emails, you're going to get more unsubscribes. It's literally going to go up. Not your actual unsubscribe rate, but your total unsubscribes, because there's just more people unsubscribing because there's more opportunities for them to do that. But that's the thing. When you send more emails, not only do you get more unsubscribes and more annoyed people, you also get more sales. So who cares? Like when we think about the people who are not going to buy your product, but might unsubscribe or might find what we're doing annoying, we are ceasing to think about revenue. And a business that is not thinking about revenue is getting distracted and losing money by default. So yeah, you might annoy your subscribers, but usually if the emails you write are really good, they're not even going to be annoyed. And the people who do unsubscribe probably would have never bought your stuff no matter what. So it actually makes your list sharper and more efficient. Now, when you do have more than usual annoyed subscribers, you probably have the same problem as the person who says, I don't have anything to say in these emails. And the answer to that is you probably are not writing good enough emails, because if you were good at writing emails, you would never run out of things to say. I'll give you an example. Let's say, a shoe brand. Is there at any point ever in history when people's feet, let's say the shoe brand and like your value proposition is comfy feet, comfy, cozy shoe brand, right? Not like performance, but like, my feet hurt. Has there ever been a point in history when people's feet have not hurt? Do people's feet ever stop hurting? Do people who have feet who hurt right now ever have a point when they finally say, I have nothing more to complain about? I can't possibly complain about my feet hurting anymore. The answer is no. Problems that are worth paying for never go away, and the person can never not find reasons to complain about them. I could write an email every single day for 365 days out of the year about feet that hurt. Funny emails, sad emails, happy emails. About a kid whose feet hurt, but now they don't. Now he's happy. About an old lady who couldn't pick up her grandkid because her feet hurt. A funny email about the time that my shoes made me fall and hit my face, but now these comfy shoes don't do that. Literally speaking, you'll never run out of things to say if you're focused on the problems that your subscribers care about. And a professional email marketer, which most brands do not have, they do not have someone focusing on email. It's very easy to do that for them. They don't have someone focusing on email, usually a faux pas, because you've seen the statistics that like every dollar you spend on email marketing gives you $34 back. Crazy stuff like that. It's a bit of a funny number because with email marketing, you don't have to spend money. You have the list. All you have to do is just spend on the person writing the emails. Most brands don't hire anyone anyway. It is what it is. In all these cases, annoying subscribers, not having anything to say, getting more unsubscribes, these reasons are not actually a problem. And if they are a problem, they're not problems that impact your revenue, where not sending emails is a huge, huge problem impacting your revenue. Finally, for people who are sending weekly newsletters, send a daily newsletter. Send 3 emails a week. Find ways to send more, and then write good emails that people want to read. And what you're doing is, and of course, always shill your stuff. Always tell them what you're selling at the bottom. Not in an obnoxious way, but like if I'm writing stuff about if I have an email list that's about like learning how to do karate, always find a way to connect the topic of the email to either karate itself, self-defense, protecting your loved ones, protecting your body, longevity, health, feeling tougher, feeling more safe. These are the problems your people care about. Always connect it back to that, and always remind them that, you're the karate guy. So the reasons against not writing emails are usually emotional and a big barrier to revenue. And what I challenge you to do is literally just send more emails. If you're sending 1 email a week, do 2, do 3. If you're sending 4 or 5 a week, try to do daily emails. If you don't have someone who's writing emails for you today and you're too busy, hire someone. And if you're too busy to hire someone, maybe consider learning more about my performance offer, where I will literally write performance emails for you several days, like a week like this, and I'm guaranteeing to double or triple your revenue. And it's really easy for me to promise to do that because I know that you're not sending enough emails. And when you're not sending enough emails, all I have to do is make sure the emails are very, very effective from a copywriting perspective, and the mathematics will just work out and you will just double or triple your revenue. If you want to learn more about writing emails, also consider joining the link in the comments featuring just free email guide, free email tips, or just wait for further videos where I'm going to break down brands and the emails they're sending and what they could do differently. And you bet your ass I'm going to mention if they're not sending enough. Anything I could say, anything I could prove, the numbers will immediately just show you that, like, wow, I should have done this like months ago. So give it a shot. You're sending 2, send 4. If you're sending 4, send 7. If you're sending weekly, send dailies, and let me know how it goes. Put it in the comments if you have any questions, and send more emails.